everybody, and welcome to our Sunday afternoon Facebook Live from Untangled Purls. There's a couple of things I want to talk to you about today, just updates, let you know what's going on. First of all, I hope everybody's happy and relatively, well, I hope you're safe and relatively happy. It's very difficult times, but we're going to get through this. So in the shop now, a couple of new things happening. The hours are going to stay, we're going to stay closed, but your options for coming in are still the same. You can call us and set up a private appointment. We'd love to meet you in here and have a discussion about anything that you would need or want or need help with. But call us so we can get somebody in here. Otherwise, you can reach us. The best way to do it is to leave us a message on Facebook or email us, and we can get back to you and help you with anything that you might need. With the governor updating and changing things all the time, we are not really certain when things will change in the store. So certainly as soon as we know that there's going to be a change, we will put that out and let everybody know. Also, we have a little update on shipping. For the month of April, we offered free shipping on everything. Things changed just a little bit in May. For a purchase of up to $75, there is a flat shipping rate now of $7. So from $1 to $75, it's $7. And then it's still free for anything over $75. We're still doing delivery and we're still doing curbside pickup. So those are the things that are going along with just the mechanics of working the shop. And if anybody has any questions, just put them up here and we'll get them answered right here in this little video. Also, before we get to the yarn we're going to talk about today, one of my favorites, and I really mean it. I say that all the time, but I really do mean that. I just want to mention the pattern of the month. The pattern of the month is a brioche cowl. It's a small cowl, kind of tucks in under your coat and keeps you nice and snug and warm. It's brioche, so it's thick and snuggly. Uses 2 colors of yarn, a variegated and a solid, and we have this big basket of beauties here that you can, mix and match and combine and have lots of fun with. If you're somebody who's done our patterns of the month before, this is the one for May. If you haven't done a pattern of the month yet, this is a great one to start with. There are lots of brioche tutorials if you're not familiar with brioche. We offered a brioche class last week, and I know a lot of people were excited to do this, but, pardon me?
There's 1 slot left on Monday.
And they're offering the class again, and there is 1 slot left if you don't know how to do a basic brioche stitch, which leads me to classes. We are starting to run classes again, but we are doing them on Zoom. You sign up and register just like you were registering for a regular class. If you think you'd be comfortable with that electronic atmosphere, Chris does a great job with it. She's got the over-the-shoulder camera. She can show you close-ups of everything, and it works really, really well with online stuff. So if you're not comfortable with that, we'll be up and running again soon and get you in the shop for a class. But right now, we're just not quite ready to do that. So that's our pattern of the month. And again, if anybody has any questions, type them in and Shelly will let me know what they are. Also coming this month, we have a couple of raffles. One I'm going to talk about at the end, and the other one is our Mother's Day raffle. You don't have to be a mom to win this. Anyone can win this, but it's just going to happen to be drawn on Mother's Day. This is for any $50 purchase, $50 or above, you get a ticket. It's for this really cool summer shrug pattern. The detail on this is kind of hard to see, but there's a really pretty lace collar all the way around. It's called Ivana. It's by Annie Claire. Pam has made this, and it's really cute. It's a really nice, like, summer accessory garment. The yarn that we've chosen for that is this Luna, which is a wool and cotton and silk blend. It's got cotton, linen, merino wool, and silk. So it's perfect for summer, for those cool evenings. And of course, we'll give you enough yarn to knit that up. So that's a fun raffle, and you can still get in on that. Any in-store or online purchase qualifies for that, as long as it's $50 or above. And we'll get your name in the raffle jar, which I can see from here is starting to fill up. That's cool. We're going to draw the winner on that next Sunday. You don't have to be present to win. And at this time, I do want to tell you that we're not going to do a Facebook Live next Sunday because I have some Mother's Day responsibilities, actually grandmother's responsibilities. So we're going to skip next Sunday. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Start a new tradition in these new times. Who knows what you might want to do. And we'll meet up again on the following Sunday, where we are going to be talking about yarn, which is good because this is a yarn store. But we're going to talk about the different weights of yarn, the different, fiber makeups of yarn, how to read a yarn label, how to care for different yarns, the different way to read about gauge, the suggested gauge on your label versus what you do to change it. So we'll be talking all about different yarns and trying to highlight some of the more popular ones in the store, talk about an indie dye versus a standard, that kind of thing. And hopefully that will be an informative discussion for you. So I think that takes care of all of the little maintenance issues, and we can get to today's topic, the yarn of the month from Rowan, which is Denim Revive. Denim Revive is exactly what it says. It's a pair of denim jeans revived. It's 95% recycled cotton. And the other 5%, interestingly enough, is the part of the jeans or the denim skirt or whatever the denim article is, like the threads that are, do the top stitching and that kind of thing. That's the other 5%, because this is actually recycled denim. And everybody, well, not everybody, but some people always say, what's that other 5%? And that's what it is. It's obviously not the brass buttons or anything like that, but some of the other fibers that might have, maybe the pocket was made out of something different, that kind of thing. But the 95% of it is denim jeans. It comes in, at this point, we have 12 different colors in the shop, and they are all kind of reminiscent of a denim garment. You've got your blues here, which would be your blue jeans from dark to faded. And then we've got a nice dark charcoal gray, almost like a black pair of jeans. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever had a pair of jeans this color, but I'm sure there have been denim garments that have been made out of that color. That's an unnatural color, but I'm knitting something with it right now, and I love it. And then we have these kind of fun pop of color type of guys that are available. So those are the colors that are available in this yarn. The yarn comes in 50-gram balls. It is a DK weight. It knits up really nicely on a size 5. The garment that I have on, which I'll talk about in a minute, I knit on a size 5 needle. And if you go up to a size 6, you're going to get a little bit more drape. So depending on if you were making a shawl that you wanted to be a little bit more fluid, something like that, you could knit this on a 6, but it will be airier and a little looser than on a size 5. It's not a soft yarn to knit with. When you start knitting it, you might think, oh, this is a little rough on my hands, but just like, not really rough like some things, but it doesn't feel like a soft merino wool. It's got a little bit more to it than that. But as you work it, just like a pair of denim jeans, it softens up. You wash it a couple times and it's just like your pair of old blue jeans. It's really cool. So don't be thrown off by your first couple of stitches thinking that you're going to be bothered by it. I can almost guarantee that you won't be. It knits up quite nicely once it starts to work in your hands. Now, the yarn is great for any garment, even though it's a cotton yarn, it still makes a beautifully, wonderfully warm winter sweater. We have hats made out of it. It's okay. You can use this for other garments besides summer garments. We don't want you to think that this is just a summer yarn. But in a yarn shop, nice summer yarns are sometimes a little bit hard to find. We've got beautiful wools and all these cool things. This is my go-to. I made the top that I have on. It's out of this book right here. It's called Rowan's Ocean Blue, and it is this top right here. Now, it did take a lot of knitting because it's all stockinette, but it is a lot of fun. So that's what I'm wearing right now. I did a lighter color, and it's got the fish on the bottom that we did in a little stranded color work, and I love it. Took a long time to make, but it is absolutely one of my favorite garments. When I made this, I wanted to make my husband something so we could kind of be matchy-matchy. So we made, this is the fishbone sweater, and it's got your fish right on there. It's a great sweater. It's got a hood, so it's a hoodie. And again, it's wonderfully warm, comfortable, very nice way that it hangs. It just feels like a nice friend. It's really a nice thing to wear, and it always feels good. We put our fish sweaters away for the winter and just got them out the other day, and we were both very excited. And then when I put mine on today, he was a little bit jealous that he wasn't wearing his fish. But
they would like you to stand up to see.
So, well, you have to hold the phone back here. So this is what it looks like. It's real loose, and it hangs down low, and it's got the fish on the bottom, and it's just really, really comfortable. I made them because I like to go to Cape Cod, and both of those sweaters reminded me of Cape Cod. Now, we've got some other garments and accessories here that are made out of this yarn, including for our crochet friends, which I always seem to be neglecting, and I'm really sorry. It's just that I don't crochet. I wish I did crochet, but I don't know how to do it, and they've tried to teach me. There have been like 6 people in the store that have tried to teach me, and I can't do it. I can't even tie a slip knot. I guess you don't tie a slip. I don't know what you do with a slip knot, but anyway, I can't do it. So this top right here, which is called the Stunning Pineapple Crochet Top, is really a different, it's knit circularly, and it's very cool. That's made out of this denim. This is crocheted very tightly, so it has a little bit more structure. You could, depending on how your stitch gauge works out, you could make it a little bit drapier. That's actually going to be a class. It's a very popular class. We have a lot of people signed up for it. You can see that on our website. But that's an example of crochet that we never seem to have for you. So that was fun. And then Kathy, the owner of the store, is making this really cool market bag, knitting bag, whatever you want to use it for. And she's making it out of this beautiful coral denim revive color that I've never seen jeans as, but that's okay. And this is a single crochet stitch. The pattern is found in the Knit Simple magazine, that issue. I think we have those at the store if anybody wanted to see them. But she's loving it. And this is going to be a nice bag. It's going to have some, weight to it. It's going to be able, you can put something in there if you wanted to take it to Wegmans and buy some onions or something like that, whatever. But I think she's going to use it for a knitting bag, right? Not an onion bag. So there are lots of patterns. This is the most famous book that out there. It's all the Denim Revive, every pattern in it. Again, it's by Martin Story. I've talked about Martin Story a couple times on these Facebook Lives, where he is a great guy. I was actually working on that fishbone sweater, my husband's fishbone sweater, when I was at a conference with him, and I thought he might think I was kind of a groupie because I was sitting there knitting one of his patterns, but I couldn't help it. I wanted to get it done. He was very nice about it. Those patterns are available in the book, or you can get them individually if you wanted to look online to see if there was anything there. There's lots and lots of garments that are are in that book, and some accessories too, some scarves and that type of thing. So speaking of garments and Denim Revive, we have this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful relationship with Rowan, and we're really fortunate enough to have it. And I don't know if you have heard me mention Jan before, but Jan is one of the people who is associated with Rowan and does so much for our store. And she has sent 3 different raffles for garments from this ocean blue. One of them is this. So you would be able to make this. How lucky is that? It's such a cool sweater. Another one is a really cute, kind of more formalized take on that. Still a hoodie, but it has some buttons and... Oh, you did, didn't you? Yep, you did. And it is more of a cardigan and a little bit more structure to it than what the fish bones are. And then the third one that we were fortunate enough to get the raffle for is coming up. It is, I don't know which one this is, this gorgeous Dover sweater. Now, this obviously is a gentleman wearing the sweater. It does not have to be made as a gentleman's sweater. This is kind of one of those unisex things that we all like because the fit is always nice and unstructured. So those 3 raffles are coming in to the shop. And because this is our yarn of the month, what we thought we would do is take any Rowan purchase and give you a raffle ticket and then draw at the end of the month for those 3. So if you make a Rowan yarn purchase, not just Denim Revive, but any Rowan yarn, you can, from up to $50, we'll give you 1 ticket. From $50 to $100, we'll give you 2 tickets. And over $100, we'll give you 3 tickets. And then there will be 3 winners, 1 for each of those garments. And if you've ever knit a garment, you know that that's a nice raffle prize because you know that that's a lot of yarn that comes your way. So that is what I have to tell you today. I really want to encourage you, if just to buy a skein of this. It is a really fun yarn in a different kind of fiber that you don't get every day, and give it a try. And I think you'll be, kind of inspired to go ahead and make a garment that you can just kind of wear like that pair of jeans and get it all soft and nice and squishy. So were there any questions, Shelley, that I should be answering? Or we're good?
Nothing yet.
All right. If anybody has anything, that would be great. And anybody has any stories to tell, any news, anything that they've knit that they want to give themselves a shout out for, that's not bragging. That's just being happy that you're done. And if not, please keep working. Please keep talking to us. Keep those lines of communication open, and we will help you with anything we can. And all of our information is on Facebook. You can go back and scroll our old posts and see all kinds of things. And just be in contact with us and let us know what we can do for you, because contacts are important right now. And this is going to end. I'm quite certain it's going to be soon, because it's really kind of wearing me out. But thanks for watching. And again, we're not going to meet next Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. Like I said, start a new tradition. You got to do something, so it might as well be fun. And we'll see you in 2 weeks when we're talking about all kinds of yarn. And if you have any questions, anything you want to hear about, shoot us a line, and I'll make sure that I talk about it on our next get-together. Thanks again. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.